am bathing my squishies. In an effort to re-moisturize them, I am bathing my squishies. They're just soaking in water in the hopes that that will extend their life a little bit. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here, greenies, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And remember, no matter who you are valid. I just got back from going out walking. Oh boy, that's been fun. It's raining, so I took my umbrella. Good thing. I mean, it wasn't raining at first. It's really raining now. But I took my umbrella, and so I went and walked to my storage unit because I wanted to get a splitter so that I could hopefully run the sound from my PS4 through the speakers that I bought a bit ago. So if I have a splitter, I can do that. If I can't get a splitter, then I can't. So yay. I need another splitter somewhere in my stuff, but I can't get to my stuff in my storage unit very well because of the nerve compression. Anyway, so I walked to my storage unit, I got my stuff, and then I walked to Walmart, at which point, after leaving Walmart, I realized I had walked past my bank because I needed to go, well, credit union. I had walked past the credit union, and that was the main reason I had gone, because I needed to pick up quarters. So I had to walk back to the bank, credit union, get quarters, and then walk back on home. I am so sore up in here. I gotta take it easy, but at the same time, I need to go back out because I need to buy sodas, so I have something to drink. Water is heavier because it only comes in big, bulky containers, and I need flavor, and right now I'm drinking sodas until I can figure out a way to get actual water through here. I have had to take so many backward steps, I'm not happy about it. I mean, I'm glad that I moved here. I'm glad I have a roof over my head. I'm glad that I'm in the community center. I'm glad I have the neighbors that I have. All of this is good. I just wanted to do a quick show through of what Elder Sign has and the things that I have for it. It's another one of these. Doesn't have a board because it's all these parts and pieces and cards, and there's a lot of cards if you look at these stacks. And then of course I bought the expansion that you shouldn't buy if you are a beginner, because you are not going to win. At the same time, it's little things like trying to stay hydrated and do things the way I would like to have done, and the weather and the time of year. It's just, I've had to jump back into old habits that I don't want to jump back into. So, yeah. Life is life. Past that, I really have not done much because I have not been able to do much. One thing though that I have done is I remembered that I had my ancient, this is my original Xbox One controller, because you can see how grimy it is from my fingertips. And so this is my original Xbox controller, I believe. With my memories, who knows? But I had it in my drawer over here, so I brought it out, hooked it up with a USB cable, and it worked. Then I went, wait a minute, this these things with Bluetooth, right? And I have some batteries, so I popped some batteries in there, turned it on, and son of a gun, started playing Fallout New Vegas with a controller. Ah, itchy nose. And glad to be doing so. It's been so long since I've been able to just play anything without hurting myself. Ah, it's an awful. But being able to just relax and hold the controller in my lap, just, you know, right over my crotch, because that's where your hands sort of naturally fall, and that does not stress out my arms, and I can move the controllers and do what I gotta, move the controller sticks, do what I have to do, and play Fallout New Vegas. At first I started a new game, but it was just to reacquaint myself with using a controller on a computer. And so it came together pretty quick, and now I'm just back to my original game, and that's a good thing. Yay! Definitely a thumbs up. So, even though I can't do what I want to do, and there are plenty of games that won't use the controller that I like to use, or if they do, I don't like the way it feels. It's like there's one game, oh yeah, it's like Vampire Survivors on tablet. Oh God, I hate that. I hate the way that feels and plays. I loathe and despise it. It's ugh. So there are some games that with controller have that feeling. So for me, yay. But past that, I went to the store. I bought more peanut butter, more bread, more jelly and more bread. I think I bought more bread and peanut butter and jelly. 3 things. That's why it was so heavy. So I've just been using that to eat for 1, food, and 2, well, snacks, because the jelly's mostly sugar. So, oh well. This next Friday, I'll have money. I'll be able to buy actual food again. So that'll be good. Living on peanut butter and jelly for a week and some ain't gonna kill me. So, yay. But as stated, I haven't been doing or been able to do much aside from play Fallout New Vegas. I mean, this is bad right now. I had to use my umbrella, and it was either you carry something heavy on this side, it was bread and peanut butter that I was carrying in a bag on this side, or carry the umbrella, which puts my arm in an awkward position. And the big issue with this, with the nerve compression, is its damage over time. So unless you do something acute, like you bang it or slam it, or you do something dumb and you hurt yourself and add to it, it is damage over time, which means if I do something like hold an umbrella, it might be 6 or more hours before the cumulative effect of that kicks in. So I can't even always tell what I've done to hurt myself when I've hurt myself, because I don't remember everything that I do, especially with ADHD. So when suddenly it's like, I did something, what did I do? I can't remember hardly past 30 seconds ago. So, yay for cumulative damage over time. Well, I mean, that's what everything is in life, isn't it? Once you're born, it's all just cumulative damage over time past that. I have been thinking of my settings. I have been thinking of characters. I talked with my therapist about how, narrative therapy, you write out in story form your fears, your issues. You can rewrite bad things so they have a better outcome so that you can help yourself mentally. One of the characters I had not mentioned, this Stovepipe Johnny, who before he was 14 had traveled across the United States twice. And then when his genome expressed and he could start traveling via the glamours, he traveled into the Razor's Edge, then further onto the inside, and then spent his life adventuring in those 2 places. But it was when he was approaching the end of his life, because he was, one of his expressions of his genome was his aging slowed down, so he was a tough old bird. But he was out adventuring, fell down, pinched a nerve, and was terrified that he had broken his hip and was going to die out in the middle of nowhere at his age because no one would be able to get out there and get him. When you're having to travel via glamour and no one has followed you, you can't just tell them how to get to where you are because you're on your own personal layer at that point. There is no way to walk to you. Just a quick hot take. I was watching a video by the Actman on YouTube, and he was talking about GTA 6 and people with bad takes. Had a shot of an older guy, older clip. It was an older clip for an older GTA game saying, gosh, your boyfriend, your husband, whomever, they can go out and they can do all this stuff with prostitutes and then beat them to death with a baseball bat and get their money back. And it's like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to beat them to death with a baseball bat. What are you going to beat someone to death with? A handful of spaghetti? A trash can lid? Use a trash can lid. That's going to take a long time and everybody's going to suffer. Yeah, I'm going to use a baseball bat to beat someone to death with. Thank you. Get it done quickly and efficiently. Nobody suffers unduly. You don't want to use a baseball bat? What are you, a monster? But after a few days, sensation started to come back on top of the pain, and then he could move his leg, realized he hadn't broken his hip, made it back home, and then because of his increasing age and fear, he settled into, you know, an appropriately aged community, and then not too much longer after that was dead. And then I find myself in a community of older people that have been homeless, and yeah, kind of like Stovepipe Johnny. And I'm fighting to find a purpose. So, yeah. But I'm still trying to deal with not just that. I'm dealing with my other characters, thinking about situations, thinking about the places that are happening, the relationships between various characters, and between light and dark cryptids, because I deal a lot with my cryptid setting. Yay for that. And, you know, I posit light and dark cryptids, and light cryptids generally exude a feeling of happiness and pleasure, and dark cryptids generally exude an air of creepiness and dread. If you find a location in the real world that you are feeling the feeling of creepiness and dread, most likely there are a lot of dark cryptids that hang out there. And conversely, if you feel particularly happy in a place, there could be a lot of light cryptids in the area. On the other hand, though, if you're feeling happy, are you likely to go, gosh, in this place I felt unusually happy, or are you just going to go, what a beautiful day, because you feel good? Whereas if you walk along and you're starting to feel creepy and like a sense of dread, like maybe you better get moving, that's going to stick out like a sore thumb. So thumbs up on that. And then, of course, there was this one thing. It's unfortunately, as I posit for politically in my setting, the homeless are in a very bad situation, because the cryptids in the world generally look to the homeless first when they need someone to fill their belly. So there's not a big homeless problem in this world, because once you go homeless, there's a big target on your back. And a lot of dark cryptids gotta eat human meat. A lot of the homeless problem, people don't notice and wonder why the homeless aren't around. They just are glad the homeless aren't around. They don't know the homeless aren't around because they're busy being digested by cryptids. So thumbs up on that. Anyway, though, if you are a patron, thumbs up. Thank you so very much. It is appreciated. I'm still in flux. Still don't know what's going to be happening because I've had increased payments. I had to pay a security deposit when moving in here. I have had increased purchases to do a lot of things. I don't know yet what my normal having to purchase things routine is yet. It should be able to start this next month. So thumbs up for that. And if you leave me a comment, I've been hurting myself by trying to answer as many comments as I can. C4, if you watch, I've been answering your comments as well. Thank you so much for watching. It is appreciated. Everybody else that watches and leaves comments, thank you so much as well. As stated, I have been trying to answer as many as I can. Those that I can't, I try to answer vaguely in video. I haven't been able to this time because my mind is blank. After all the walking around again, I have to go out and hurt myself again later so that I can get that stuff to drink. Still though, yay. Life is life. Hopefully your life is going to be well. Hopefully you can get done the things that you want to get done, and that would be good. That's English. That's what I meant to say. I'm going to just take it easy until I have to go back out again. Oh, yay. Oh, 18 notes still. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. Minimal editing, luckily, thank goodness for templates. Something in English along those lines. Tapping of on-screen controls. Just talk. Yeah, you take care.